Good morning everyone, welcome back. So we were on chapter number 3, which is introduction to databases. We have studied most part of it we have studied. Now we'll continue the remaining part. So let's start. Database management system. So what is database management system? A computer program that allows to create and maintain a database. It is called a database management system. So a computer program which allows us to create and maintain the data. It is called DBMS or database management system. A relational database management system RDBMS is one in which relation can be set between the different tables of the database. So what is RDBMS? It is relational database management system. DBMS and RDBMS full forms you have to write in your notebooks. So it sets a relation in which relation can be set between the two different tables of the database. Then let us understand the relation through an example. Suppose we have a database of the school. The different tables data would be our teachers, parents, then student books and administrative staff. The teachers table may contain attributes like name of the teacher, address, phone, subject, designation, then salary, then classes taught by her, etc. So the teacher table will be having the attributes like name of the teachers, then address of the teacher, then phone, then subject, then designation, then salary, then classes taught by her, etc. Then the student table may contain attribute like name of the student, then name of the teacher, then class, then section, then gender, then address, then father's name, then mother's name, and then phone number, etc. So now we can establish a relation between the student and the teacher based upon the common attribute. So we will make a relation between the teacher and the students by using these two tables. What are the common content? Name of the teacher. This help us to make sure a teacher who is mentioned as a student table alone we can access the record mentioned as a class teacher has a record in the main teachers table. Then also from the address from the student table alone we can access the record of the teacher like the address and the phone number. The most commonly used DBMS and RDBMS are Microsoft Access and Microsoft SQL Server. Then DBMS tasks. The most common tasks performed on the tables are following. What are the most common tasks? Adding a record, then modifying a record, deleting a record. However, there are many more features that the RDBMS supports. Let us know about them in details. So, here is a list of the tasks that we can do on database. First is create a database, then create tables in database, then establish relationship between the databases, then create forms for entering record in the tables or different tables in the same database. Then you can create queries to extract relevant information from the database, then create report to analyze data in a database. So these all functions we can do in a database. Then next is forms. What are forms? Forms are a better way of entering data in the database. Forms are easier for a user to use. So forms, it is a better way of entering data in the database. Forms helps it is easier for a user to use. The user may not know how to work on RDBMS. Also forms make sure that all the required data is entered correctly. So what is the work of form? It makes sure that all the required data which is entered correctly or not. When the user submits the form, data is entered into the relevant table of the database. So when user submits the form, data is entered into the relevant table. Whatever table the user want, data is entered there. Thus forms help us to enter data in a faster and more reliable way. Then what is query? Query means question. Earlier in the chapter, we did an exercise on what we could need to form a database. For example, principal of the school may like to know the student who have scored highest percentage in every class or subject. An employee may wish to know the employees who are working the best. Here's another example of queries. So earlier we have studied that if a principal of the school wants to know the student who have scored the highest marks, highest percentage of the class or subject, then we can perform a query over there. Or an employee who wish to know the employee who wish to know the employees who are working at the best, then we can use the help of the query. Then query help us to extract relevant information from the database quickly and correctly. Then reports are a summarized output of the database. For example, a teacher may want a report of the attendance of all the students on the day of examination. A company may prepare reports of their profit and loss in every quarter. Then usually report also contains the entire records along with the summary. Then what are reports? It is a summarized output of the database. That what we got a summary of the report of the record, it is a report. For example, a teacher want a report of the attendance of the student on the day of the examination, it is a report. The next is what is the conclusion? Database are used everywhere. So database nowadays are used everywhere. They contain useful information that can be maintained and searched easily. It is important for IT learners of today to learn how to work on database management system. So it is very important for IT learners to of today, those who are learning, they have to learn what is database management system. Before creating a database, it is also important to plan it, identify the table to be used on the field required in each field, then further identify the data types of each table. Then you have to set the primary key for each and then set the relationship between them. The next step is to create forms, queries and reports. In the next chapter, we shall begin with using the RDBMS Microsoft Access 2010. So first, what we do first? Before creating